up, my human heartbeats, and welcome back to Janeri Speaks Out, where the goal is to be a vessel to rejuvenate and empower humans to the highest capacity. I so miss you guys. I hope everybody's doing great doing this quarantine thing, all this COVID-19 crap. I'm so tired of it. I really wish that we could just go back to living normal lives, okay? But anyway, that's definitely not going to be the case here for a while. I think it'll subside eventually. However, comma is not going to be the case today. Anyway, real quick, I just wanted to share about healing, okay? And I hear things a lot about people being hurt in the past or their childhood. And for me, I'm just going to talk about myself. For me, my childhood was what hurt me and resulted me to doing a lot of bad things. I won't say bad is bad. I won't single it out and say, well, it wasn't that bad, but it was. So I learned that healing myself, I had to heal myself in order to be the vessel that I have become today, if that makes sense. So I oftentimes hear people, talk about things that hurt them when they were younger, right? And it's okay. We talk about things that hurt them when we're younger. I talk about it sometimes, but I have healed from so much hurt that I had when I was growing up as a child, like my mom, for instance, my father being absent, being tortured when I was a kid and things like that. So I had to learn how to block that out in order for me to become the person that I am today. And you can't do both. You feel me? Like you can only change it and change what's going on and like not to repeat the cycle and move forward from it, if that makes sense. So things that I grew up with as far as my mom and being angry of her absence. Okay, let's just take that, being angry from her absence. Now that I'm a mother, I'm not absent from my child's life. I changed it. I flipped it around. And then here's another thing. It helps to heal when the person that has damaged you or hurt you has said their sorry, has written their wrongs, have did what they needed to do to make you know that they're genuinely truly sorry. And sometimes that's just not the case. In my case with my mom, we've had that conversation. She's changed her life completely around. She's a brand new, total different person. She's not even the same person that she was when I was a kid. And she knows her wrongs, and she has apologized and did many things over and over again to say, hey, listen, I'm sorry. I didn't know what I didn't know. And, moving forward, we're going to do this to make things better. However, come on the other side, you might not have someone who's apologetic about them because they're hurt internally from what they went through. And understand that in order for each and every one of us to even think about healing, we have to come to terms with what the problem is. We really have to listen to our inner self and admit what the problem is, if that makes sense. So once we're able to do that, we can move on. But the person that hurt us, and if they don't apologize about it, and if they don't think it's anything wrong, we cannot hold on to what them not apologizing. Okay? Because everybody's different. What I eat don't make you shit. So therefore, if I know that I hurt you and I'm not ready to see it, and I'm not ready to face the facts, and I'm not ready to apologize about hurting you, then that means you cannot hold on to that hurt because I'm not ready to say I'm sorry and accept the bad things that I've done to you. Furthermore, you have to be the bigger person to take what it's worth and move on without that person on your own. We're not going to sulk and sit and whine and cry about the things that people have done to us, or they didn't do this and they ain't do that. You be better than them. You be better. And as for parents, if I'm just taking this as an example, parents, if you had a situation growing up as a child as to where something was done to you and you know that that's not what you want, or it hurts you, then that just simply means don't repeat it to your children or a human being. If you know that you were once a selfish person, well, people were selfish to you and you grew up a selfish person, don't be selfish to people. Take anything that you have and just don't do it to others. That's another healing mechanism. Also, talk about it. Say what you feel. Get that out. Holding things in, it does not help you at all. I promise. Holding things in doesn't help at all. You have to release that. And I know it's very hard for people to even open up and say anything to people because people belittle them. They throw it up in their faces. They talk about them. They're very, very, very judgmental. And I know for a fact that's why a lot of people do not open up to people these days, because of those factors. People are very judgmental, and I know it. So with that being said, know what it is that's hurting you. Accept what that is, and talk to the person, whoever has hurt you. And if they don't want to apologize, or they don't want to do things that's necessary to help you heal from that, then you have to move along on your own. But understand that in order for you to heal, you gotta admit what's wrong. You gotta face it, and it's okay. I've had a lot of things wrong with me. I still have things wrong with me today. It's all a part of growth. And for the life of you, don't be scared to admit what the problem is, because you're not alone. Everything that you've been through, somebody else has been through it worse. So understand that and be in tune with self. Don't allow anyone to take you away from who you are, what you can become, what you think, what you feel, because nobody can tell you any of that. So with that being said, I love you guys. I thank you so much. I'm very passionate about being a vessel to all humans, okay? And I say humans because I don't want to single out women, okay? And I just don't want it to be women, men as well, So anyway, I love you guys. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you back next week. Peace.